Hey everyone, welcome back. This is an updated guide on how to use ESLifier, the tool that lets you break Skyrim's plugin limit and load way more mods. If you watched the old video, things have changed a lot. And if you're new, don't worry. I'll take you through everything step by step. There are timestamps on screen and in the timeline below. Use them to skip ahead or just sit back and watch the full video. Before we start, let's talk about what ESLifier actually does. Plugins or .esp and .esm files are what hold all your mod changes. Skyrim can only load 255 of them. After that, you hit the hard limit. But there's also a special kind of plugin, a light plugin or .esl. You can load up to 4096 of those. The catch, light plugins can only have 4096 records, so most mods aren't light by default. That's where ESLifier comes in. It can automatically compact regular mods into light ones, helping you dodge that 255 limit. In short, more mods and sometimes fewer crashes. To get ESLifier, just head to the Nexus Mods link in the description. On the page, go to the Files tab and download the latest version. If you already have an old one, delete it and start fresh. You'll need to extract ESLifier before using it. I recommend 7-zip, links down below. But if you're on Windows 11, you can just right-click on the archive and hit Extract All. When you open ESLifier, you'll land on the settings page. Before you do anything, you'll need to tell it where your Skyrim files are and where to save its output. Your setup depends on your mod manager, Vortex or Mod Organizer 2. I personally recommend MO2, but both work fine. You'll find timestamps below to skip to your mod organizer of choice. If you use Vortex or install mods manually, here's what to do. 1. Find your Skyrim data folder. In Steam, right-click Skyrim, manage and browse local files. Open the data folder. Copy that path and paste it into ESLifier. 2. Create a folder for ESLifier's output anywhere on the same drive as Skyrim. Name it whatever you like. 3. Find your plugins.txt. Press Windows and R at the same time. Type %appdata% and hit enter. Go to local and then Skyrim. You'll see a plugins.txt file. If it ends with .back, then make a copy and remove the .back part. Copy the path and paste it into ESLifier. Press browse and select plugins.txt. That's it for Vortex or manual setups. Next up is the setup for Mod Organizer 2. If you don't use it, skip ahead using the timestamp on the screen. For Mod Organizer 2, toggle the MO2 mode in ESLifier settings first, then follow these steps. 1. MO2 mods folder. In MO2, click the folder icon and then open mods folder. Copy the path into ESLifier. 2. Output folder. This is where ESLifier saves compacted plugins. Make sure it's on the same drive as your mods folder. You can also use MO2's override folder. This skips the need to manually install the output of ESLifier. 3. Override folder. The override folder sometimes contains files that overwrite all other files. Open MO2, double-click it in MO2, open an Explorer, copy the path, paste it into ESLifier. 4. Plugins and modlist.txt. In MO2, click Open Profile folder. Copy the folder path into ESLifier. Then click Browse for plugins.txt and modlist.txt in the same folder. That's all the setup done. Now for the fun part, actually using ESLifier. 1. Go to the main tab. 2. Click Scan Mod Files. This checks every plugin to see which ones can be compacted. 3. If you see warnings or errors, pause and read them. Most can be ignored, but sometimes you'll need to fix a patch or download a dependency. 4. Once it's done, check the mods you want or right-click and select all. 5. Hit Compact and ESLify at the bottom for both sides. You may get messages about missing patches, like I did here. If you use Vortex, installing the ESLifier output is super easy. Open your output folder, open Vortex, drag the folder into the mod section at the bottom. Vortex will enable it and deploy it automatically. If it asks you about overrides or load order, make sure the output is always last. And you're done. Use the timestamps to skip ahead to updating output or the in-game test section. For Mod Organizer 2, just drag and drop your output folder straight into MO2. Keep it as low as possible in the load order so it overrides everything correctly. That's it, quick and clean. Now, let's talk about keeping things updated. If you install new mods later, you'll need to update your ESLifier output. You can delete the old output folder from MO2 or Vortex and run scan mod files again, or use scan and rebuild ESLifier's output button. I usually do the manual method. It's safer and more reliable in my opinion. Alright, time to test it. Launch Skyrim, create a new save, and play for a minute or two. If everything goes fine, perfect. Do note that you will need to start a new save when ESLifying mods. If you crash, check your crash log or note which mod caused it, blacklist that plugin in ESLifier and rebuild your output. It's usually a quick fix. A crash logger will be in the description below. And that's it. That's how to use ESLifier. If you made it this far, seriously, props to you. You know now how to compact your mods, bypass Skyrim's plugin limit, and keep your game stable and organized. If you have any questions or issues, drop a comment below or a post on this Nexus page. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy modding.